time to talk about Infinity Castle Tanjiro and where I'm going to put him at in the tier list. But before we get into that, I do want to talk about my tier list real quick, and I changed a few things. Now, you already know about the balance patch that came out, and to be honest, it didn't change too much things like drastic changes. Like, they did change the push block a little bit, so it did affect certain characters, but not to the extent that you would think. It's not like the push block's the same as it was in Demon Slayer 1. So for the most part, I'm gonna show you the tier list right here. This is where everybody's at. Now you guys notice something a little bit different. There's no more A plus tier list. There's no more A plus, and there's no more just the lowest to C tier. I ended up just making it regular to make it more simple. So if you notice on my all of my old tier list, these characters are basically in the same exact tier, but as you see in the top, it's a little different, right? But these characters are basically at the same tier, right? So remember, A plus tier was basically where Enmu, Guitaro, Gyu, and them was all at. It's literally the same thing, but I just wanted to make it easier so I wouldn't have this whole A plus S tier, you know. But this is pretty much the tier list right now. Characters are still in the same spot, and I want to talk about the SS tier real quick, the category real quick, because this is basically the meta right now. Like, this is hard meta. Infinity Castle Kaza, Zenitsu, and Gyome, these characters are still on the top. Infinity Castle Kaza is still the best character in the game. I know people, they nerfed his his guard skill, but the thing is, like, they nerfed like not being able to do anything after like someone blocks it, but that wasn't the issue. All the bad like players, or I guess a lot of players in general, were just abusing that on rank, but the good players weren't really abusing that. The problem is that you can keep throwing it out and then boost or surge after for free. Basically, that was the problem for the character. So them nerfing the to make the punishing window, it isn't really that crazy because I was still punishing it regardless before the changes. Now, obviously, when he does hit you and you sub, you can punish now. That is a good thing. But like I said, the Sukuna players, they're not going to be throwing that out like recklessly, just like that, right? The reason why I have IC Zen and Gyome up here is because these, like I said, the IC, the new characters so far, the DLC, have all been just straight meta. It's come to the point where they've been banning these characters in tournament, and you'd be like, well then, why is Gyome not banned? I actually don't know. Gyome should be banned in tournament too, because if you ban IC Akaza, IC Zen, or even the new Tundra, let's say, everyone's just gonna flock to Gyome. That's just how good he is. He can still, he's the one of the best characters in the game that can compete with them, so he's on their tier, right? S tier is borderline the same. I did move ED Zen down a little bit because of the push block changes. You do feel it a little bit, like he doesn't really, you can get out of that little gel dash assist, but he's still a great assist regardless. Akaza is just the top. A tier, which used to be the A plus tier. I did change a few characters. Like AD Nez is now an A tier because of that level 3 dash speed. I'm not gonna lie, her neutral still suffers, but the level 3 dash speed definitely helps way more. She always needed that, and I'm really glad she does. I'm glad it didn't nerf like her damage or anything, so that's good. I moved Gyome down because the meta changed. Like, you know, Gyome is like a knowledge check character. I think he's still really good, which is why he's in this tier, because he can fight most of the characters in this tier. If not well, he just loses a little bit. He's still here, but I dropped him at the lower A tier. I moved Gyu above HK Tanjiro because, you know, HK Tanjiro is you know, he's still good, but new Tanjiro just kind of made me like, I don't know, you know what I mean? B tier, pretty much still the same, but I moved Inosuke up to B tier because, you know, I was downplaying him a little bit. I think his neutral is definitely better than the other Inosuke, and he did get a buff too as well, so I got him here. C tier, I moved Obanai down a tier because Obanai, I'm gonna be honest, this character's just mid. Like I said, they gave him buffs. They gave him the wrong type of buffs. This character, his damage is solid, but like he is so slow. Like level 1 dash speed, and his kit is so defensive that catching people with him is like a nightmare. You know, he needs. I'm not gonna lie. He don't even need level 2 dash speed. I don't think that'll be enough. He needs level 3 at this point. He is a Hashira after all. And then last but not least, we have D tier. I still think Yushiro, even though they gave him a little tad buff, he's still the worst character in the game. I'm not gonna lie, still terrible neutral. Yahaba had to move him down. Like he's terrible. He can't compete in this game. Water Tanjiro, he gets nothing. There's no point of using D tier characters. That's why they're there, right? At all. Like you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. I mean, you are when you use the C tier, but the D tier characters, they got problems that they definitely need fixed, right? So that's pretty much it for the tier list. Now let's talk about Infinity Castle Tanjiro, and it's going to be short and brief. I already did a guide on this character, right? Infinity Castle Tanjiro. I think this character is undeniably top 3 in the game, and I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to put him. This character has a damage multiplier of 1.0, so he's a tank. He does insane damage. He's getting 45 to 50% damage off of like any combo on 1.0 characters, right? So that means he's doing over 50% on other characters, right? He has level 2 dash speed. He has guard break setups because of his neutral skill. I don't know why they gave this to this regular skill. So like if an assist is on your guard and you just do this, he has the setup where like, and then you have to parry this. You have to parry it. This parry timing is extremely strict in that gap. Like I said, this skill right here, I can't tell you how many times people have caught me in neutral because I didn't think it would travel so far. And sometimes I won't block in time, with the netcode. Like this is great neutral tool, like something he can get in easy. Then you have his boost with level 3 dash speed, way more damage, and then his guard break skill becomes crazy, much more faster. So unreactable. I can't tell you how many times where I do this a lot too, and I'm pretty sure some people do it on rank as well. Where like if you're like after you do a combo, you knock them down, and when they're getting up, you're just holding this, and they just have to hold this. Like they get up and they try to like block or something, they get guard broken, forcing them to sub or whatnot. And then what makes this character more ignorant? Like this is he has a win con condition, like boost, because he can DP and like it's yellow and he can cancel it. Like he can cancel it. He can do more skills in your guard with this, like this, so he can just keep throwing this out and canceling as long as he has a meter and boost and surge. Imagine if Icy Akaza had the same thing. Like, imagine he could do the same thing with his DP. He can just DP, cancel, DP, cancel. This means basically it's his turn. Since he's in boost and surge, it's his turn all the time. All the time it's his turn. He already has his good neutral and whatnot, but now you're adding this on top of it, an involved skill like this to just go through. So anything you try to throw out, if you make a move, you're getting hit with this, and this hurts, and it goes really far too. This right here, automatically, I'm putting him as the second best character in the game, undeniably. He is top 2. I think he's better than Guillaume, because of this. Just because of that alone, he's better than Guillaume. If he didn't have that, I would put him probably behind Zenitsu, ED Zen. I mean, I say ED Zen. I would probably put him behind IC Zen, but regardless, right here, I'm definitely putting him top 2 in the game because of that alone. That's literally it now. But yeah, I see Tanjiro. This character is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, like it's funny that I've been seeing tournaments. I've seen him in tournaments to see what he could do. It's funny that a tournament just passed that they banned IC Akaza and IC Zen and let this beast on the field. Probably because he's a new DLC, but I'm not gonna lie, like these characters, like the DLC characters have been so much better than the rest of the cast that I had to put them in their own tier, like SS. Like they belong up here. They're beating the rest of the cast. All the Kaigaku is the only balanced DLC so far, and I wouldn't even say balanced because he's strong. He is meta, but these characters are beyond meta. Like if you're going to a tournament, if you're not using the IC characters or Guillaume, you're pretty much kind of throwing, like they're just that much better. Like they have such complete toolkits compared to the rest of the cast. It's like not even funny. Like they have all these insane DPs, crazy neutral, crazy damage, high dash speeds. I can just keep going, right? So this is where I'm gonna put him. I think he's the second best character in the game, undeniably. Like I said, I don't know you can use, I think the meta for him right now is either using IC Tanjiro with IC Zen or using IC Tanjiro with Gyome, obviously the strong characters. Or you could try IC Tanjiro with E Zen as well. But yeah, second best character in the game. I can't wait for ICU. He's probably going to be on the same tier. Maybe better. If he's better, hey, look, man, that's going to be kind of crazy. If he's better than this right here, what Tuka he got, I'll be surprised. But that'll be it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
No one else we can dream.